Hey! FK Tech! The new Kia EV9 fills a niche that needs filling. It's an all-electric, 3-row, mass appeal SUV that hasn't arrived yet. Sure, Tesla, Mercedes and Rivian have 3-row electric cars, but will they appeal to the average buyer with a steady checkbook? This will be the first. And it looks fantastic. Kia is working on a slow burn that isn't arriving right away, so we'll have to wait a bit to find out how much the EV9 will cost, but it recently received an exclusive premiere in Seoul. Understand what aspects of the stunning 2021 EV9 concept will go into production. The EV9 concept that wowed the public in November 2021 did just that with its striking exterior, triangular wheels and rear-hinged wagon doors. If you want to raise your expectations right away, the cart door won't go into production. Excuse me, however, Kim Tae-gun, chief designer of mass-produced cars at Kia Motors, says the company's R&D and engineering departments are working on such a door, hoping to make it a reality for the cars of the future. But everything else in the concept? 4. First, despite the lack of a traditional grille, the front end is still distinctly Kia. There are still hints of the already famous tiger nose bangs, but here Kim calls them tiger masks. A constellation of S-shaped headlights is cut on either side of the EV9's face, arranged in a visually interesting three-dimensional rectangular light element pattern. All lighting schemes depend on the finish. But in profile, the EV9 is most impressive. Black and A-pillars give the side windows and windshield an envelope shape, making the design more discreet and clean. There will be 20-inch versions of the triangular wheels seen on the concept car. There will be smaller versions, but our best bet is the 21-inch unit you can see here. At the back, the Constellation lighting theme continues with vertical taillights and 3D elements that invite you to lean in and take a closer look. There are plenty of Cadillac Escalades and Volvo XC90s, it's fine. To give you an idea of its size, the EV9 is slightly longer and wider than the Kia Telluride. While certainly large, the design can age gracefully due to the use of unnecessary straight lines and right angles. Kim said he and his team didn't want to build the typical tough SUV that's common these days. Instead, it was used to express the softness of a small building. Like other Kia cars, a GT line model equipped with a sports toilet will be launched in place of the regular EV9. For example, the front features dark elements and aggressive fans, along with a digital mesh lighting pattern. Kia says the light show can be adjusted via an app. Dark trim replaces the chrome trim around the windows, and the wheel design draws more attention. 6 seats. Inside, the EV9 is perhaps the most out of the concept. Instead of an elongated steering wheel, the EV9 uses a regular steering wheel and the dash is more aggressive with real HVAC vents and a glove box. The headrests retain the mesh structure but add an airy feel, says Johan Payson, Kia's Vice President of Interior Design. From the driver's seat, the EV9 offers impressive forward visibility and all controls are easy to read and access. The unique extra-tall panel covering the driver information cluster and main infotainment touchscreen will be a familiar sight if you've taken a look inside the latest Telluride. Below that are a series of menu buttons that respond with tactile feedback, and below that are the physical climate control switches and volume rockers. Blessing. The model we reviewed has captain's chairs in the second row. As comfortable as expected. It took some effort for Kia's PR team to get this far, but once it was done, we had a mobile society bridge. To the surprise and dismay of some, the EV9 has 2 rows rather than 3, but they're wide enough that passengers won't feel cramped, and the flat electric platform floor won't hurt your knees. Lift like you're sitting in the 3rd row of a Telluride or Kia Sorento. The cargo space is very roomy even with the 3rd row upright. The EV9 has no skin, Payson confirmed, and none is offered. Instead, Kia is working on a new initiative that applies 10 core sustainability elements to all new Kia models and increases the use of bio-based materials such as corn, sugarcane and natural oils. The aim is to increase the use of recycled plastics in vehicles by 20% by 2030. Under the skin. A standard EV9 with just an electric motor makes about 200 horsepower and 258 lb-ft of torque, but if you need more excitement, a more powerful 214 horsepower version, perhaps for those in the back with the battery option higher, will retain EV9. In normal condition, 60 miles per hour per 100 kilometers per hour, 8.2 seconds based on Kia Motors. Since these figures were revealed at the EV9's global unveiling, it's unclear if either configuration will make it to the US. The dual-drive AWD model makes about 380 horsepower and 442 lb-ft of torque and should hit 60 miles per hour in 6.0 seconds. Like the Genesis GV60, pressing the accelerator button on the steering wheel releases about 516 lb-ft of torque in about 10 seconds, making the acceleration experience even more exciting. Kia says the EV9 will hit 62 miles per hour in 5.3 seconds with its most powerful electric motor, which is pretty quick for a 6-seat family SUV. This feature is also available after purchase from the new Kia Connect store and can change how the EV9 behaves via over-the-air updates. How far can you drive? In addition to the powertrain, the EV6 has a range of wheel configurations that define its range. Equipped with rear-wheel drive, a large battery and 19-inch wheels, the base model can travel about 300 miles on a single charge. Those with 20 or 21-inch wheels and all-wheel drive will see that figure drop to around 260 miles per hour. Kia ran the numbers using WLTP cycles, more optimistic than the EPA, but adjusted for what they think the EPA would earn. The EV6 is equipped with amazing fast charging technology, and the EV9 is also compatible. The large SUV can go up to 150 miles in about 15 minutes on a level 3 fast charger. The EV9 also has a car charger so you can charge your devices while camping. Level 3 autonomy. Kia Motors has announced that the EV9 is equipped with a new highway driving pilot system capable of SAE Level 3 autonomous driving. To see its surroundings, the EV9 is equipped with 15 sensors, including 2 LiDAR units. We don't yet know if this feature will be available in North America at launch, but it may come later. At least with Remote Smart Parking Assist 2, the EV9 can fully parallel park even when there is no driver in the vehicle. This is the first time we've seen this feature on a Kia, Hyundai, or Genesis model. Similar to modern smart parking, the user sits outside the vehicle and presses a button on the remote control. Unlike Smart Park, which can restrict forward and backward, straight, movement of the vehicle, this new system remotely parallel parks the vehicle using the accelerator, brake and steering. How much does the EV9 cost? The EV9 is also expected to cost between $56,000 and $73,000, depending on equipment. Based on everything we've seen, handled and experienced, we'd say it's worth the money. And it's competitive with conventional large, 3-row SUVs. The display device is not yet ready for production, but appears to be 99% complete. In recent years, Kia has been quietly gaining market share by creating stylish, affordable cars that punch above their weight. Carnival, Sorento, Sportage, Telluride, Stinger and EV6 all offer attractive alternatives to Honda, Toyota and Subaru. But Kia played the role of a follower rather than a leader. Surprisingly, it improved an existing idea, but was not successful on its own. When it launches, the EV9 could very well change that. Kia is leading the way by bringing to market the first mainstream 3-row electric vehicle that's decidedly stylish and, hopefully, affordable. EV9 just needs to land. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and turn on the notification button. Thanks.
doesn't work like it used to. As I know I remain a danger to me.